your Robin Live thing up, even though it says starts at 6. Special report breaking abbreviated Robin Live. So as you can see, it's 10 o'clock and we were like out of sorts.
Yeah.
7 o'clock on the West, even though I don't think they care.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
we can't get people here on the East.
No. So breaking news today, and I think we found out, all of us kind of found out somewhere in the early afternoon, probably more late morning. If you do not know yet, I can bring this up for you. You can see the DeAngelo has been brought in again, arrested for a second time. This time, the charges are tampering with public records in the first degree, which is an E felony, forgery in the second degree, which is a D felony, identity theft in the first, also a D felony, campaign contribution to be in the true name of a contributor, and there was something else, and it's just election law stuff, which are misdemeanors. Special investigative unit arrested DeAngelo today. Of course, though, no bail and not held.
They issued him an appearance ticket after, I mean, right. He's got 12 counts of rape, including a minor.
Right.
He's been found tampering with witnesses.
Right.
He tried to obstruct the case. Now we find out this we've known this campaign stuff, but now we know that they know.
We've done this for a year.
So why is this guy walking around? If you or me or anyone else did this, we'd be sitting in jail waiting for.
There's people with way lesser, like I'm talking petty larceny.
Right. All you have to do is watch Niagara County mugshots, and you know this is nonsense.
I mean, they had every opportunity. That's now probably about 6 felonies. I don't even know now if you pile them onto the other ones from the other case.
What's really scary is he's still practicing law. He's still having vulnerable people sent to him day after day so that he can take advantage of them.
For 2 years.
And just last night on Citizens United, Noelle said she thinks there's probably at least 10.
But they're definitely, I know myself of 3.
Right.
She knows way more. She knows way more than me and you. Right. I really know of 3 that have one way or another, if not definitely messing with the kids,
right,
in the CPS realm of it.
Yes.
So we know that. The other thing is, like, that's like, I'm probably going to have it wrong. I mean, there's 3 felonies right there, allegedly being called, being alleged, 3 felonies. The other ones, that's a lot of felonies for someone to be walking around free. And obviously the other ones are violent.
Right.
They're violent felonies. So we got some, and please bring me your comments. And Noel's here. Noel, I sent you a link if you want it, but you're more than, just sit right here with us. And also out there, your comments, please. As DeAngelo was arrested today on those charges, tampering with public records in a first, it's a felony, forgery in the second, a felony, identity theft in the first, a felony, campaign contribution to be in the true name, whatever. Those are all just goofy misdemeanor charges as election law. No problem, Noel. You want to jump on, we can talk right here. But jump on if you like. Yeah. I sent the link to our to the email, to the group text that me, you, and Robin have. So that all happened. Special investigations. They arrest them. If anybody would just go to sleep finally, I would totally join. Yeah, no problem. I know he's not feeling good. I know. Remy's the one who's not going to sleep.
Oh God.
Never right. Yeah, I know. He's not. The flu is going around bad. Really, really bad. Yeah, it's hit here, but her little one's got it good.
Yeah, I know.
The stomach flu is
the
worst of them all. And please, anyone out there want to give your comments on this, just remember, when you're thinking about all that, think about what it is. Let me bring that up again. When you see this headline, it's really, the headline is something else in the Buffalo News. Lawyer facing rape charges used prosecutor's husband's name to make phony campaign donations. Think about what that says. Mm-hmm. Someone who's not guilty doesn't do that.
Right.
Someone who think of it. I guess the thing that is baffling me, Noel's talked about this for over a year. Okay. Set it right out, put things out like this that were written up, all that. And they knew this. They know this.
Yep.
We knew this a long time ago about him using the name of the DA and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And through all of that, knowing all of that, they still allowed him the leeway to do whatever he wanted.
Right.
That's what I guess my biggest problem is here. Grady got arrested today. I'm glad there's more charges piled on, whatever. But he was allowed to continue whatever actions he was taking, whatever he was doing. When we know what he's been doing.
Right. And Noel knows so much more than we can say here or that she can say publicly about him and about Janelle Faso and people like that, and all these people that keep doubting and keep second guessing and making excuses and stuff.
No,
and slowly everything keeps coming out, and it keeps coming out exactly the way Noel said it was going to come out. And people just keep it baffles me. They just keep making excuses.
It's unraveling, kind of like it's like peeling away the onion.
Yeah,
it's starting to really unravel.
But I think Noel said it on one of her stories, and I agree. It's a big fuck you to everybody that ever doubted her.
Yeah. Well, everything that's been said has been true. Every single thing, every word, and that's why, because she tells the truth. Yeah, gave him a appearance ticket.
Right.
But think about this though. Every time I think about what he actually did here, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Using the district attorney's husband's name is really insane. Now, what does that do to this case, I wonder, coming up? Does it do anything? Does it, I don't know. Does it do, I remember the witch hunt. Yes, it's a witch hunt. Does it compromise any of this? Will it compromise anything in May? Will they have to now it shouldn't.
Right.
It shouldn't. But they've known this for a long time.
Right.
They've known this whole thing here is something that we've known. Noel's obviously known. Through her, we've known,
Right.
They're not stupid. They know. I guess this is where I don't understand our legal system or our system of justice. I guess I don't get it, because how do you allow it to continue?
Right.
Over and over, month after month, Christmas after Christmas, all that shit.
Right. Well, and I mean, we know for a fact that he's had multiple fake Facebook accounts, and that he's used them to intimidate victims and to do all those kind of things like that, and they the police know that.
Well, yeah, I know they know that.
Yeah, we know for a fact that
I talked to Joanna Smith for all that time, and that was him.
Right.
For all that time. And all the stuff he gave, all the things, remember?
Yeah.
All the information he gave out, Joanna Smith. Mm-hmm. And they knew, obviously, what was happening. I sat there and talked to them, and they knew. So, although a good day, no doubt a great day, great that he gets arrested. But again, though, it's done in a way that makes, I don't know how to put it, that makes it less than what it is.
Right.
I guess. Let's see here. Nick has done so much wrong. People will probably never know everything he's doing, and will continue to do wrong.
Gary, I agree with you on that.
Yeah. The Faso situation's another thing, though. That campaign donation was going to that to Faso campaign, right?
Right.
You see, everything that Noel, yeah, those were felonies. How does he walk? Yeah, that's it. It's the felony upon felony.
Right.
It's like layer after layer of felonies from horrible, horrific, like violent rape crimes all the way to this shit, tampering and forgery and all identity theft. Mm-hmm. And he's just he's walking around tonight,
right,
doing whatever he's going to do.
Mm-hmm. Probably victimizing someone.
But the Faso situation is really interesting because we had this battle over and over back in that stupid election.
Right.
Remember?
Yeah.
All that. All the stuff. All the nonsense. All the things of calling Noel a lie. All that.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is. It's all right out in the open.
Yeah.
How much? Now, you've got to wonder if they shouldn't be talking. I hope they've already brought her in and they bring the campaign, whatever she was, the manager in, because they have to know. They have to know. Jamie came right on this podcast and lied for Janelle. Yeah, you're right. I got to bring that back up now that I know how to clip things a little better. I think I can get that actual little soundbite of her,
right,
with all the things that Jamie DePetris had said,
right?
Because she's the campaign manager.
Like when she was the one that compared sexual assault to divorce, right?
Yes, and she said to go to soup kitchens and knock it off and think of other stuff.
Right.
Scott says this explains why he couldn't answer his phone today when I was in court trying to clear up his backdoor sneaking way. Now tomorrow morning he gets up and goes back to court.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. And whoever has him as right now, whoever has him as their lawyer, I guess maybe should get a visit from the place, only because they're probably being victimized.
Right.
I'm not saying they're probably being, coerced.
Yes.
Because if you get the list of who his clients are, it'd be very interesting. Because they're either being coerced into something or he's doing something for them that shouldn't be being, you know what I mean? Right. As far as CPS or child.
Yeah, or they're living here broke with nothing, and all of a sudden
they end up in Florida right.
in a condo driving a whatever. I don't know what.
Yeah, a nice car, Tesla or whatever that was. No, they got to be looked into because they would lead you to more, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, and it's kind of messed up the way it works with the police having to have people go to them as opposed to reaching out to the people and going to the people, because I think so many people are intimidated and scared to go. But if the police came to them and asked them, I think they'd be honest.
Yeah, I think so. I also think that, hold on, I got something here from Noel. I want to make sure I saw in the comments. Yeah, all these cases need to be investigated. They really do. If they want to do this right and thoroughly, they really do. Scott says, hope the doctors went well today.
Oh, that's nice.
Who went to the doctor? Me. Did. I know I did. Yeah, I know. I feel a little sick. I don't know. The flu's going around, man. Tiffany says, so I wonder who ended up in Florida.
Yeah.
Nice article written in the Niagara Reporter. I wonder what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
The Niagara Reporter, the Niagara Action, I'm sure won't throw up since he doesn't run it. I would imagine this would be huge. This is an enormous, huge story, obviously.
Right.
I mean,
every other news outlet, obviously,
the Buffalo News. We're doing
coming on here with the special thing. I mean,
the Buffalo News, the Gazette. I don't know what the TVs are going to do, but the TV stations are crap.
Yeah.
And, he's not going to have it on there. He should if it's not him.
Oh, if it's not him, it would already be on there. They're too busy talking about Isaiah McKenzie.
Gerald Skerlin, yeah, you're going to write something up. Skerlin untagged himself from the comment I tagged him in today's article about Nick.
That's funny.
And he should. He should run at this point. Should just go away. I've asked a million times to please just go away.
Right.
You know, I mean, just go away now, please. You know what I mean? Really, just get out. Get out of it while you can. There was no reason for you to even step in it.
Right.
Big mistake. Just get out. There's no reason why you're trying to look into anything. Don't look into anything. We don't need a peacemaker. We don't need an in-between. Get out. Stop the nonsense. Stop antagonizing Noel. Get the fuck out. Just get out. Niagara Action won't report on it because it has nothing to do with the Buffalo Bills. Yeah. All of a sudden, Mr. Buffalo Bill. Who knew?
I might have an account that I can look at things on that I'm not blocked on, and I see that, I went and took a look, and they definitely didn't mention it.
100 people today blocked, Noel says, from calling him out. Today has been one of the most active days, Noel, and everyone else out there, because I know you know, Robin, on Citizens United with John and Noel's page. I've never seen it so active today. Everything is blown up.
Yep.
Because what ends up happening is, if you've listened to our podcast enough, Noel has been telling you this stuff. As I said on our thing, she's telling you. She's telling you what it is. Even in so many words, if she can't say it right out.
Right.
It's being told. And there it is now. And I can't wait to spike the football on this.
Oh,
generally I wouldn't. I would just flip it to the ref. This time I think you're going to have to do the dance. If everything works out right. We're all still pretty upset that he's not in jail tonight.
Yeah, and that he's still practicing law.
Yeah. He needs to be in jail tonight.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, really, with a bail of about $100,000, we've seen $100,000, a big high bail, in jail or no bail.
You know what?
I know people that got no bail that have done nothing like this.
You know what kills me though is there wasn't this much outcry for the bail over the rape charges. People are more outraged over the campaign finance stuff, I feel like.
I don't know. You might be right. I don't know. I think you get a lot of people that I think what happens is it's out of sight, out of mind stuff for these people, and then he pops up again. But here's the thing that I don't like. I did see that. I had that picture. I should have had it up here. Damn it. I forgot to load it. Of the sign. Oh, God.
I guess that's a perfect example, Tiffany. That's exactly what I'm saying. Why wasn't his name taken off that sign when he was indicted on 12 charges of rape?
Right.
That was okay, but now campaign finance, oh shit, we better get out?
It don't make sense. They literally give people who commit just one of these charges bail. You're right.
Yeah.
No, I know. I mean, I just know that what you're saying is true. I mean, but the thing is that he is a big story, really big story, and should be treated as big a story as it is. And we know it hasn't been.
Right.
We would be the only ones here with Noel continuing this story going.
Yes.
Continuing it.
And what I said, I just want to qualify real quick. I don't mean the people, the people who support us and who watch the show and who support Noel, off the show and support the other victims and stuff. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about people like Pat Balkin. I'm talking about people like that who all of a sudden now are going to try to make some distance because of campaign finance. But when we were raping children, that was okay.
Right.
What the fuck?
Tiffany says, appears Pat Balkin had no problem being associated with a serial rapist, but campaign fraud, now he'll disassociate himself.
Exactly.
Yeah, that sign should have been removed long ago. But Balkin was a part of helping Nick rape that girl in his office.
That's true.
How about all the stuff that was, if we go back in time and think about all the stuff that was destroyed in that office here in Niagara Falls.
Oh,
remember all that stuff?
Yeah.
And all that, and people being accused of robbery and all this insanity that went on there.
Yep.
All swirling around Judge Faso.
Yeah.
Think about it. No, really. And she's now here she is again.
Yeah.
She's got to be at the center of this. What did she know?
But
what do they know?
She has no association with Nick, remember?
It's too late now.
Yeah.
Too late for that. Too late for those kind of things now.
We should have had that clip of when she outright lied to Gal.
We have that, yeah. We got that one. That one there was unbelievable.
I mean,
but she's outright lied constantly about her relationship. Everyone's lied about their relationship with him. All of a sudden, did the Watazics ever come clean? No, he was just a helper, just a guy, just someone who showed up, just a supporter.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, he hasn't even been questioned.
Yeah.
No one even asked. My sign looked better at his office. Yeah, it did look good. That sign was great.
Yeah, that's the sign that should be hanged.
What do we got here? Tiffany says Niagara County is run by, rapists and pedophiles. Yeah. I would give you that because too bad. Unfortunately, we know them. My sign looked better. Let's see what Noel's got. When they tried to set it was setting you up. That's right. And he was just a volunteer. They tried to set Noel up. I'm starting to forget. Now it's all coming back because it's been 2 years of this shit.
Right.
Of breaking in and busting up computers and all this other shit. Think about how sick this is. And no one's going to be held accountable for that either.
And at the center of it, we have a Niagara Falls judge and a powerful attorney who's still practicing law. And tonight they're both walking free, doing whatever they want to do, and probably victimizing more people.
And Tiffany says, right, she has no association with D'Angelo, yet it was her campaign that received the fraudulent funds, right? Yeah. Donna, help her my ass. I think he was her campaign manager at one point. You're right. You're absolutely right. I love they actually got DNA evidence. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. To prove this. DNA evidence to prove the fact that he's envelope. It is insane. Tampering with public records in a first. These are 3 felonies.
Mm-hmm.
The most important, forgery, and the identity that he stole was the district attorney that is prosecuting him for rape. Husband. Yeah. That's insane. That should be enough to get you cuffed up and no bail, in my mind, because you have a huge case coming up with all these counts of sex crimes.
Right, and now you're tampering.
Yeah, you're proven to go and... I can't believe that. I can't even believe the headline that the Buffalo News would even be able to write that headline without spitting on it.
Right.
Because it's insane.
And the DNA evidence, I mean, that means that they put a lot of time, effort, money into
figuring it out
just to let him go.
I don't get it. Look at this head. When anyone reads this headline in America or in Canada, I would assume if after that headline that says lawyer facing rape charges, used prosecutor's husband's name to make phony campaign donations, I would assume everyone would think he's behind bars tonight.
Why isn't this on all the news stations all over the country? Why isn't this like Alec Murdoch? Why isn't this story everywhere?
Can I give you an answer? It's just like what happened in Lockport to the guy who got killed by the police. No one, it doesn't matter. And that only is because useless Channel 2, useless Channel 4, useless Channel 7, which are the ABC, NBC, and CBS affiliates, don't cover it.
Right.
Because if they did, then it would start to grow.
Right.
Onto the bigger affiliates, you know what I mean?
Right.
But they don't cover it. They don't care.
No.
So that's why we are the new media.
Right.
And everyone out there that does these things, honestly, everyone around the country that does these kind of podcasts are the new media.
Right.
You don't want to go looking for Channel 2, 4, and 7 anymore. Screw them. You don't need them because you have it.
Right.
You have it right here. You have your own media because I can do this video. We can do videos with Noel that we've done with the show and cut them up, do all kinds of stuff, and get thousands of people to watch it. And it stays forever. Whereas those other ones are gone as soon as you shut the TV off.
Yeah.
Unless you're VCRing it or DVRing it, and I can't imagine anyone's doing that.
Right.
So, so what's up with the 10 felonies? Imagine someone walking free who's being charged with 13 felonies. It's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, it has been one thing that I've kind of been just dumbfounded on is that thing that he used. It wasn't like I don't know. It had this has connection directly to that rape case, and it just doesn't matter.
Right.
It's insane. Why wouldn't the district attorney's office? I don't know what much power they have, but you would think they could have some sort of power to get this guy in jail tonight in the county jail with no bail.
Right.
You would at least awaiting till May when trial comes.
Yeah.
It's not that far away.
No, it really.
And he should stay in jail until it's over.
Right.
Just like everyone else does when they're violent, when it's violent crimes.
Yeah.
What gets me mad is people on the internet and people everyone else saying, well, these are two separate things. You know.
Yeah.
This one they're just going to get a fine. They'll just get a fine. And this is two separate. If this is treated as two separate things, when he uses the DA that is prosecuting his husband to try to whatever he was trying to set up there,
right?
You know, some sort of conflict of interest type stuff. It's not. It's right into it. It's got to be right involved.
Well, that's what. Do you know, or Noel, if you're still listening, do you know what judge made the decision today not to give him bail?
That's a really good question, because where did he even get arraigned?
Right.
Where did this happen?
Well, he was arrested by the state police, right?
Yeah, so why don't they bring him? I don't know. Wouldn't they bring him to Niagara Falls City Court? Wouldn't they bring him? They'd have to bring him to a court, right?
Right.
Because there'd have to be an arraignment.
Right. Is that
what happened? You get charged. They take your mugshot. You're arrested. You get but maybe that's the appearance ticket. Maybe that's what that's all about. It's an appearance ticket like you get what you get when you get a ticket on your car.
For like no inspection?
I think so. So there was no arraignment, I'm assuming, today. I'm assuming that won't happen until he has to appear. No, that's definitely it. He was not arraigned today, I'm thinking. There was no arraignment. He was just given a ticket. They arrested him and said, okay, here you go, buddy. Show up on this date. Yeah, it's similar. It's very similar. The DA recommends bail, and the judge has to grant the DA's request. So it all comes down to who the judge was that arraigned him. Arrested by state police here in Lockport, so he was arraigned in Niagara County Court, so probably here in Lockport. Well, I don't have any information on that arraignment.
Yeah.
Because no one says anything.
Right. Because I'm interested, like...
But last time they said he was arraigned and released. This time it said appearance ticket.
Right.
I didn't see arraignment, and maybe someone can find that out there while we're doing this. I did not see anywhere where there was an arraignment, because that would mean he had to go in front of a judge.
Right. And I want to know who that judge
But I don't think he did.
Yeah,
I think that's what the appearance ticket was for.
Right.
Because they didn't bring him in front of a judge. He'll go in front of a judge when he comes back for the appearance. I'm trying to think of what happened to someone we know who got arrested several times. I don't think they were arraigned maybe they were. I don't know. Every time was he ROR'd? I don't know. I don't remember. I know he was ROR'd, but you have to go in front of the judge to be ROR'd.
Yeah.
The police don't say, okay, let you go. Unless it's
I think he was given an appearance ticket.
But I think he was in front of judges all the time. Right? Like, because I know there was a couple, because remember the judges would get mad.
Right. Yeah, maybe.
I'm not positive.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's probably going to be here in Lockport. Watson will likely do the arraignment if he's here in Lockport. So when is the appearance ticket for, I wonder?
Right.
I wonder when he's got to be back. I'd love to know, because we could go.
Yeah. So it was the DA then that decided not to ask for bail?
No, I think the DA asked for bail, and then the judge says no.
Yeah, but who said no today then?
But I don't think there was ever any, that didn't happen yet. That'll happen when he goes on this appearance ticket. Then they'll ask for bail. Then they'll say no.
But if they arrested him.
And they let him go.
They give
him a ticket.
They mugshot him and give him a ticket, and he
leaves.
Home.
He goes home, and he's to return for that court date. Or else if he don't return, then he's a fugitive, all that. We dealt with this, remember? Someone?
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Maybe the mayor will put in a request for the falls to be lit up purple. Yeah, to support his little buddy.
You just made me spit.
Yeah. But no, think about it. There was no arraignment today. So whenever he gets to court, we'll find out. Arraignment is within 72 hours. And this would probably be under bail reform, by the way. This would be one thing that you could let go.
Right.
When they scream bail reform, all that shit, this would be one I'm willing, even though it's felonies. But the other one, no.
Well,
the raping and everything.
Is, like you said, it's the connection. If this was the first time that this idiot walked into court and there was no previous conviction that
well, no rape charges
and no rape charges on him,
current,
yeah, then okay, fine. But like, don't they tie it all together and see that he was trying to influence the case?
No, until they go to court for that one. Then I had assumed the prosecution would say, hey, look what he did.
Or in the
next one, in the rape one. This one's not going to have anything to do with the rape case. This one, I guarantee you, will have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep, because that's all I've been hearing. Oh, they'll keep it separate. This one, he'll only get a $2,500 fine and all this stuff. Would I be shocked? No. If he's not going to jail over this, he's not going to jail. He's not going to spend 1 second in jail over this charge here. But it does do something to that other case. It does something, obviously, right? Because he's tampering.
Right.
Tampering in that case, too. Like, you know, he's tampered here. It says tampering with public record, attempted tampering with public records. Yeah, so he was tampering with that shit. You know, sending it to whatever this campaign contribution was, $200, I think, was right. What it was.
Yeah, $200 cash.
And so what'll happen? I'm gonna guess. He goes there. He will not. Maybe they aren't going to do anything at this appearance ticket, right? I mean, They won't do anything. But what does this do for that next case, the big one?
Right.
This should do something important.
I would hope so.
Now, is he going to get? Now, here's the thing. But this, you know what will end up happening is this case here won't be done before the other case, I bet.
Right.
So then this won't be able to be used.
Exactly. And then
possibly.
And then they're not going to be able to use the rape case in this one, so they're not going to tie them together.
By noon today, he was doing court business because he called the family court back in regards to my case. Wow. So that was quick.
Yeah.
Wow. What exactly is the tampering charge for? Now, that's a good question. Attempted tampering with public records. Now, I'm assuming that's because when you give a campaign donation and you happen to be also the manager himself or whatever, you have to, there's things you have to fill out. Official documents that go to the elections board about who has donated and how much.
Right.
So that would be right there, would be where I think they call that tampering. Because then it would be forgery when he forges whoever's signature. Identity theft, obviously what that was from, the DA's husband.
Right.
And then the contributions would be true in the name of the contributor. So that was a fake name. But, not a fake name, but a fake contribution from a person.
Right.
That would have been attributed to them. I mean, you can get someone in trouble for that. If you try to say Robin gave this much money, there's certain amounts you can't give.
Right.
So it's insane.
I just want to say real quick, Andy brought to my attention, someone gave us 500 stars. That's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Whomever. Thank you very much.
I'm stupid and can't figure out how to see who did.
Where does it say?
I don't know. Andy sent me a message.
Very nice. This is ironic how it's tied to the rape case, using his prosecutor's husband's identity to send fraudulent campaign contributions. This may create a conflict and delay the trial even longer. That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
I said that earlier. So I was saying
it does, and this
shouldn't, though. It shouldn't, but it might. But why? But here's the thing.
So he can spend another Christmas at home, so he can victimize more people while he's waiting.
Then in Erie County, they'd have to move it to Chautauqua County? Or to a county out towards Rochester? I mean, where do you go from here? That's where you'd go.
Right.
Well, why is it only 2 to 4 rape cases when a lot more have come forward? Good question. I think it's because a lot of them haven't
filed.
Well, not only that, I think the police waited.
Yeah.
Remember, we'll do this now. Like, they didn't put it all in one.
Right. Like Noel's charges aren't included in this case. And I know there's more people who have come forward since that are also a lot more people who've come forward since. I guess these were the cases that they felt the strongest about, I think, and felt like they wanted to pursue first that would help everyone else.
May need to assign a new prosecutor now to the rape case. See, he forged the ex's signature all the time on my divorce. Oh my God, on my divorce papers. and he notarized it himself.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he don't care. He's been doing this. Sorry, I meant, will he go to jail for any of this? Will he go to jail for any of this? I say no, definitely not. For the public records thing, no jail time for this. Not a chance. Not a chance. Because we're teetering on no jail time for the 12 rape charges.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever the hell's going, doesn't number. And let's not forget, some of this started back in high school. So is it too late? Let's see, Gary. Oh, Gary sent stars. Gary Licht. Thank you very much,
Thanks, Gary.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I mean, if you start chronologically going back into DeAngelo's time.
Oh my God.
From the high school all the way up. I mean, once again, just like everything, just like if you were caught stealing, this ain't the first time you stole.
Right.
So, obviously there would be a lot of victims in the wake, you know.
I mean,
sadly.
Let's just go. I mean, we know because he's foolish enough that he tried to sue you and a victim's mother and Elena DiPaolo,
who
was going through all kinds of terrible health issues at the time. And because of that, he sued you because you called him a rapist.
Right.
And because of that, they unsealed the record to show him, hey, idiot, these records that you had sealed show that you're a rapist when you were a minor.
Right.
So and he was so bold. So we know for a fact that he admits that he did that, pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
He pled guilty to it. So it's a known fact. I don't think anyone can dispute that he did that. If he was that bold to do what was described there, I'm going to tell you what, he had been doing it for a long time.
Absolutely.
For a long time.
We know that.
If he was that comfortable that the situation went down the way we all have read, and I'm not going to get into details, but I mean, terrible details, as always, there are, but, you know, that's not your first time.
No. And not your last, right?
Oh, certainly not your last. Especially the more you get away with it, the more empowered you are.
Yeah, and these people can't control themselves.
No.
They just can't.
And the worst part is
society realizes that.
I feel like these sick rapists, because you know they don't get any better, and they just keep wanting it to like escalate. So then it's got to be more ridiculous or more bold, or you know, it just gets crazy.
But then you tie into that whole thing, the whole bullshit of that city court judge campaign. All of that was nothing but bullshit, and all of it, every single bit of that, listening to the campaign manager, listening to her herself, Faso, and all of that bullshit. You know, I mean, there's more, and I really hope that those people, I really, really hope that they have been brought in. I truly hope that I know they're not going to get anything, and I wish they would, but at least I hope they're scared.
Oh, I hope so too. Well, we know that people are retaining attorneys.
Allegedly
retaining attorneys
from alleged sources.
From alleged sources.
Good sources, but alleged ones.
Yeah.
Niagara County's Epstein. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God, absolutely. And Janelle Faso is Maxwell.
And a bunch of people protecting them.
Yep.
Which includes judges, multiple judges, lawyers, some of the most powerful people.
The mayor.
In county. The mayor,
Henry Wojtaszek, Caroline.
His wife. Yeah. And there's several judges that are Wojtaszeks too.
Yeah.
In the county. At least two that I know of. So yeah, this has been a hell of a day that broke loose sometime in the morning while I was at the doctor's office.
Yeah.
And
Noel called us while we were.
He's arrested for these charges, and the thing is, they're connected to the rape case. I don't know how this. Think about how messed up it is. If because he does this, think about I'm going to say here. Because of him doing this, which would be committing crimes and felonies, he's going to be able to delay that. We've got a problem with the justice system.
Yeah.
A serious problem. We talk about it all the time. But think about how fucked up that is, that he can do this with felonies. And because of that, because he's tainting himself, he can then, like, get everything stopped,
right.
and now have to get a new whatever, and maybe make this go to what, October?
No, he'll spend Christmas free. They'll never, if they have to get a whole new prosecutor or a whole new DA.
Watch that.
Then it's going to be seriously delayed, I feel like. And
how much is the new DA? But you can't even get one in Erie County. Like, why can't Flynn himself come in to do it?
That would be good.
Or aren't they pissed off? At what point aren't you pissed off when you're the DA's office? He's making an ass of you left and right.
Right, I know.
I mean, so much so that he doesn't even care to use the husband of of the assistant DA. I mean, think about that.
It's sick.
Yeah, it really is. It's sick, and the fact that if it works for him, will be even sicker.
Right.
If he is able to delay his rape case.
What should happen is he should have what should have happened is he should have been in jail a long time ago. But in regards to today, they should have put his ass right in jail, and they should have said, you know what, you're right, we should delay this case. We do need a new DA, and here's what's going to happen. You're going to sit in jail and wait until we resolve this so we can tie it into the other one.
Yeah, well, that's what has to happen. And if they fine, they can. You're right. Delay all you want, but he needs to be in county jail,
right,
awaiting it to happen.
Right.
Watch how fast that moves.
Right. Please delay and tell him it's because of what he did. Tell him this is courtesy of your friend Janelle Fossil.
Donna says a lot of high-profile people could be caught up in this. Well, I think we've already seen some. Where is HBK?
She's behind the TV.
Oh, what's wrong? Do you want to go see what's wrong with her? Something's wrong, because why is she behind the TV crying like that? Yeah, I don't know. Our cat is yelling out.
H, what's going on back here?
You're all right back there? I don't know why she's yelling out, but she can't keep yelling like that.
Let's go.
You know, aren't we all? Yeah, he should be in jail, no doubt about it. And the high-profile people, you already got Watazics involved in this, as we know. We already have them. The ones that we know, the ones we don't even have to speculate on. We know them. We know for a fact because he was a part of them. We know the Faso thing because he's a part of them. We know for a fact that he was campaign manager to probably both of those.
Right.
That's what we know, right? We know those are pretty powerful people right there. Why Judge Clark does what he does, I have no idea. Honestly, why does he do it? Why does he let him go?
Right.
Why?
Why did Morinello let him go?
Way back when?
Way back when? I mean, when?
Oh, because they'll tell you. He'll tell you what he told you.
Right, but when do we realize that these people don't change? That when you've got a rapist, put them away. I mean, if we decide we don't want to kill them, whatever, I say that just get rid of them. But if we don't want to do that, I'm sorry. If we don't want to do that, then let's at least make sure that they're not reoffending. They should have a special rapist island prison or something.
Even put a thing on this, a bracelet of some kind to monitor where he's at.
Well, yeah,
something would be nice. At least he's on his own recognizance or whatever it's called on those rape charges, and an everyday citizen would be revoked and be picked up on the new charges for sure. The cat's even happy he was arrested. Our own recognizance or whatever is like bail, and it gets revoked if you get in trouble while out. I thought, we did too. I thought that too. Spectrum News, it was on. Noel says Spectrum. Interesting. We'll have to check that. I don't get Spectrum though, because we don't have cable.
Oh, that's right.
I guess it readily blows my mind that the city is this fucked. If he doesn't go to jail, the city justice system is a lost cause. Yeah, the city, the county, and I dare to say the entire country.
Yeah.
The whole place is fucked up. We have the worst they can say what they want about this justice system, and then I don't care about other places, how messed up it is there, because I don't want to compare myself to, anywhere else. Why should I worry about, because we're better than Iran? I don't care.
Yeah.
Our elections are better than Iraq's? I don't care.
Right.
But when it comes to
not really though.
No, not really. But when it comes to this justice system, right? This is horrible.
In Iraq,
it's horrible. It's horrible.
They know who's going to win, and they tell the people you're going to vote for. we might as well do that what we did when we elected Janelle Faso, right? We just decide someone somewhere decided that it was her turn, and so
that's what happened.
That's what happened. So her fat ass is now a judge.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Alleged fat ass.
Oh yeah, no, that's fact.
Oh, it's fact. I don't know.
That's fact.
I haven't even seen.
What's alleged is that she's sniffing things.
Oh, dang.
Right.
That's alleged.
That's not even alleged.
But it is alleged.
You
can't say it is.
No, but I have on good.
Right, but we can't. You can't.
Yeah, but I know I saw with my own eyes that she's fat.
Okay,
that's
fine. That's fine. Yeah, you can go to a civil court with that. This charge may actually take him down, though. They would rather protect Faso than him. You'd think so. Letting him sink to protect Faso might happen. And I was laughing. So, anyways, this was a incredible day.
Yeah.
A really incredible day. We wanted to come on real quick because Robin Live is usually on, but we weren't able to do it because of doctor stuff and all that. And I don't know. This is what I'm so happy about, I guess, for Noelle, is that it's kind of being vindication.
Yep.
It's more and there's more to come.
Oh, yeah.
There's a hell of a lot more vindication to come. This is just a very little bit of it.
Yeah.
This is just a tiny piece of vindication for her, which is good because take a lot of shit from these people. They've all ran away now, which is they should. Mm-hmm. They should run away and hide. They have no business coming back around.
Right.
At this point.
Some stupidity in the comments.
You see some, but mostly though you notice the big gun. They've kind of rolled away.
Yeah, big guns there.
There is plenty more to come, Tiffany. There's plenty more because Noelle, I will say, has been saying this stuff and saying this stuff and saying it, and it's all facts.
And then it doesn't stop with D'Angelo. I mean, hopefully, obviously we're all going to fight until he gets justice.
Oh, we're going further, yeah.
But then beyond that,
this never ends.
Yeah, there's so many out there that need the same attention, and I know that we're ready to do it, and Noelle's ready to do it.
And all of us. We're all going to do it. No, this ain't going to end.
Yeah.
No, this doesn't end. This will not end because there is so many of him around that it's not even funny.
Right.
The only difference is he's a little more high profile.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of him running around.
You know what the good thing is? We're going to learn how to take him down with somebody high profile. Then it's going to be real easy to do when we just find these bums that are, In
another year or so, we're going to be able to do one of those things I want to do.
Yes.
Another year, because they won't even know what's hit them.
Right.
When we're able to set that up and bring these pedophiles and scumbags in.
And you know what? I'm setting betting odds on certain people around here. There's people that I know that'll be lured in if they find.
Oh yeah, they'll be set. They'll be ready to go. It'll be great.
I know the first person
we will live stream every bit of it.
Oh yeah.
Every bit of it will be recorded. Anyways, it's 10:51. I guess we should probably wrap it up.
Oh wow.
On a long day, man.
Yeah.
So we got 72 hours. Let's recap. He gets arrested today. Attempted tampering with public records, a felony. Forgery in the second, a felony. Identity theft, a felony. Then these two little minor misdemeanors. He gets brought in, arrested. I'm assuming a mugshot. That was an old one on that site, and gets an appearance ticket, which means he will show up at the appearance, and that will be where we'll find out if he goes to jail or not.
Right.
As far as bail, will there be bail? Will there be no bail? Will they say, you know what, you're staying in county jail now? He has not spent 1 second in jail.
Right.
Not 1 second has he spent in a jail cell. Think about that.
I know.
Not 1 second.
I just want him to have to even go through the processing.
Yes, that processing would be something that he will. Yeah.
That's what I want. I just want, you know what? Process him and let him balance out. Just process.
Oh, he'll get processed before he gets bailed out.
Yeah.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Right. That's what I mean. Just even that would give me the utmost satisfaction.
Yeah. Call Niagara County DA in the morning and let's ask when the arraignment is. Good thinking. Oh, no problem, Scott. We couldn't wait to come on. We were contemplating it and we're like, with all the commentary and all the stuff that's going on the page, I thought maybe we would get some people that would.
I thought maybe.
You did?
Remember I said to you, you know what? We should just go live.
Did you?
I did.
Good for you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure they'll tell us. Yeah, that county DA, what a little kind of a weasel he is too.
Yeah.
That guy's wife fought me.
Oh,
remember?
You're right.
God almighty. When he was running, because I simply said that you got to be better, do better. You know what I mean? Don't be like the last guy, be better type thing. And oh my God, holy shit, the way she was talking. Remember?
Yes.
Wow, what a phone call.
Yeah. You've had some incredible phone calls over the years, starting from when you were on AM radio.
Oh, the AM radio? Yeah.
To now.
I did this on AM radio, the same exact thing I'm doing right here, except no one heard it. Except the people at George Optical. That was it. Those were the only 8 people at George Optical heard it, and a couple people at Sevinston. Seriously, no one heard it.
I heard it. I tuned in every day.
Fuck him and his wife. It just said, who are we talking about? Fuck who and their wife. I agree. Whoever it is. Oh, he's talking about the DA.
Oh yeah.
The DA. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She was out of control.
Yeah. She was a little lippy. I should have beat her ass.
No, it was on the phone. She calmed down though. But then I want to talk to him. But guess what never happened? What was supposed to happen? I was supposed to be able to talk to him. We were just going to do an interview.
Right.
Never happened. We never got to do that.
You had some fun interviews on AM.
Oh, AM radio? Yeah. We had some wacky people. But we also had some fun ones here. Think about that interview with Petrus.
Oh, yeah.
That there, if you guys haven't seen that, I got to dig it back out. I got to dig it out because some of you might not have. It's so long ago now. Think about it. What's it, a year and a half now or so? Can't even think.
I know.
It feels like forever.
It does.
And oh my God. And then you know what? I mean, you know what gets lost in the whole thing here is, and it makes me sick, is Janelle's husband.
Right.
You know, every time, and I think about all that, and I think about then we had on the victim of that, and he's a real son of a bitch that is another one.
And he just gets a misdemeanor. What was it?
Oh, he just got some kind of thing saying that he stole a pencil.
Yeah,
he took government property. I think.
Fucking bullshit. Yeah. But they have right there that.
Well, they know.
And then Janelle. How about Janelle sick ass trying to cover for him?
Is that alleged?
Allegedly, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know either. Her husband's a pedophile rapist from Tiffany. Yeah, the shit she talked was unbelievable. I know she talked so much shit. What's her name? Jamie Petrus, or was that her name? DePetrus. I'm gonna say Petrus. His end is coming and has started 3 square meals a day and all the free sex he don't want. They make me both sick. Kay says, never mind what his victim has to go through years later. Right. She lied for him. Absolutely. Right. Don't worry about that. There's a lot of that going on around here.
Right. And these people are walking around free, just living their lives.
Think about all those teachers. Mm-hmm. Think about all those teachers, the ones that did what happened with you.
Yeah.
Walking around and doing well.
The one from my neighborhood.
Oh, he's doing good.
He's moved to Colorado. He's got a great life. He admitted that he raped me
when you were 10.
Hundreds of times when I was 12.
Yeah.
And
that's it.
He said, but I don't have any money.
No, and it didn't even matter. Even if he had money, it wouldn't have mattered. He still walks out.
Yeah.
And he's fine.
He didn't walk out.
He didn't have to call. Walk in. Yeah. He walked out of his bedroom to the bathroom.
Yeah. He hung up the phone.
Actually, I don't even think he had to do that.
No.
I bet you he did it to his lawyer, who then he didn't even have to face that. No.
It was a settlement, and then you get stuck because you have a lawyer.
Right.
So now you've got to pay your lawyer, so you can't say no to a settlement for a lawyer that's waiting for the settlement.
Right. Okay, money doesn't take back what they did. A lifetime of misery.
Yeah.
Has no cost. Tiffany, imagine a victim having to face 2 rapists in court.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, May, Robin? Is that when this is starting?
May.
We got to have a jury selection soon. So wonder if Mrs. D'Angelo will share her son's story at Abbott tomorrow.
That's great.
They could bring the mayor in to read to the kids.
Like the little brown babies book.
Oh my God. The embarrassment continues. Dear God. That guy. Yeah. What a shame.
Yeah. It just, now I'm going to go on a little rant. I hate when people use our last name as if all of us are one. The mayor shares the same last name, but he's a rotten piece of shit for anyone that doesn't know that, and we don't associate with him, so please don't associate us with him. There, that's my rant for the day.
Yeah, no, that's true. I got nothing to do with them people anymore. I did for some part of my life, but not anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm glad because I couldn't have imagined. I can't even imagine being that way. I don't even know how they could be that way. Where's Jamie now? Yeah.
She's crying. Allegedly retaining her attorney.
Yeah, Jamie's crying. I think.
Maybe she should just shake it off, lay on the couch, go to a soup kitchen.
Yeah, you're right, Tiffany. I have no control over lighting up the falls. You're right. Yes, I do not. I have no control over that.
Yeah.
We're all parking lot Patty.
Oh.
Talk about a foot grip. That right there, parking lot Patty, is the best nickname ever in the history of the world. I mean, there's nothing better than that. And that conversation I had with her was insane.
Oh my God.
That night.
I think I slept through that one.
You did, but it was pandemonium for a half hour for screaming at me on the phone and me laughing though too. Like I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
So drunk, slurred speech, and I just kept hearing parking lot Patty in my head. There you go. Go to a soup kitchen. There you go. Yeah, I remember that's what she said.
Yeah.
She told us to go to soup kitchens. If you get up off the couch, just like I did when I was divorced, and I got divorced, stop crying and go to a soup kitchen.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the soup kitchen for us because we need food because we've been fucked up for our whole lives because we were raped as children. How about that? And some of us by Janelle Messer, Faso, whatever you want to call her ass's husband.
Right.
So
indeed. Yeah.
And then she lied to make sure, and a disgusting, rotten lie too while she was pregnant.
Please, dear Lord, please. I can't.
I hope her children are proud.
I'm gonna vomit. Stop. Just saw you guys are on now. This is Dominic. So I guess Nick will be wearing that dress pretty soon. I hope,
Yes.
He got released though, Dominic, of course, with an appearance ticket. So he goes back and within 72 hours, I guess it is, and we'll see there if they give him bail or not. If they say, you know what, screw it, we're going to hold you. But of course, the sick thing is, Dominic, check it out if you haven't already, if you haven't seen it. Think about this before we go here shortly. Think about this headline. He's lawyer faces charges, used the prosecutor's husband's name to make a phony campaign donation. The prosecutor that's prosecuting him on all those rape charges. Yeah. And that doesn't seem to push the needle here into enough to say enough's enough here. Let's go revoke whatever ROR we gave him, whatever we did. He needs to be in jail until this trial starts immediately. But no. Yeah. A lot of bashing. Yeah. You're right, Kay.
And Robbie didn't deserve it. I hope if he's listening, or Kay, maybe you can tell him I hope he's feeling better.
Let's be honest, though. Look at D'Angelo. If he wasn't a rapist, he'd be a virgin. That man don't have any chance at finding a willing sex partner. Yeah, well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for him.
Maybe Janelle Fawcett, allegedly.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah,
allegedly. You don't know anything firsthand. You don't allegedly. You pretty much allegedly know. Well, everything you know is allegedly. Some things you know specifically.
Right.
But you allegedly.
I know from good source.
But alleged.
Alleged.
No, they're real sources with alleged. Yeah. Right. Allegedly is fine. Just say allegedly. Because that's the way to go. Everything's alleged this, alleged that, allegedly. I don't know.
And we would have allegedly had to wait until we met Janelle.
I hope the prosecutor is happy about that. Yeah, I hope the prosecutor. That's the thing. I said it just a few minutes ago. Why isn't that DA's office should be furious? He is making an ass of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And in the meantime, he will delay this trial again, possibly. And they're just going to say, okay. The DA's office in Erie County is horrible.
Yeah.
I thought the Niagara County one was bad.
Yeah.
This is disgusting, what's going on here and what's been allowed to happen. What judge will he appear? That's what we've been trying to figure out. Someone said it was going to be in Lockport, and someone the last name Watson, possibly. Let me see. Eyes are useless when the mind is blind. That's true. He's making an ass out of the DAs. Yes, Bill. I'm assuming that. Yeah, I mean it'd be a city court judge in Lockport then, because they arrested him in Lockport, I think.
Right.
Or a county judge. I don't know.
Yeah.
Appearance ticket though. So that appearance ticket, he will go there. They're not going to give him bail for this. They're not. He will walk away from this. But what should happen is the other case on these new developments should be enough to put him in.
Yeah.
I just know usually Judge Watson does most arraignments in Lockport. Okay. Yeah. Wonder if Balkin will be his lawyer. Yeah, hopefully he'll be there.
Yeah.
Proudly.
I wonder if Nick will wear his purple shoes to the arraignment.
Yeah, I wonder. He'll probably show. Yeah, no.
Or are those too happy?
He owns the place. He runs everything. He just walks around like he owns everything. It should be a conflict of interest and taken out of the county. Yeah. Well, everything should be taken out of this county. Yeah. Everything that goes on with this. Probably this should have been brought to like Rochester, as far away as possible.
Yeah.
Or even to Albany. I don't even know.
I know.
So, dear God, I just know this. When you read that headline as to what he did today, it's insane what he did.
Yeah.
It's insane that he actually used the DA's husband's name, the DA that's prosecuting him on the rape charges. That's insane. I think if I went to Nancy Grace on TV, that lunatic, or one of those people on court TV, they would not be able to believe this.
Right.
If they read that headline and you heard, now he's just walking around, and he's going to court, and he's doing his job, he's doing it all.
Right. Yeah.
What do you think they would say? They would be stunned. Mm-hmm. They'd say, where the hell do you live? What is this?
Right.
It's a free-for-all here.
Yeah.
You know what, Bill? We got to find out when it is. The arraignment is. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're guessing 72 hours. I think Tiffany knows. Yeah, I wish they could move it to another state. Really, that's what it almost. You'd almost have to bring it downstate. I'm talking Albany East.
Right.
You know, Nancy Grace, that lunatic. If she saw this, she'd go nuts. The fact that the DA that is prosecuting him. I'm speechless. Like I can't even believe that it's even. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So what'll have to what's that?
God damn it.
Balkin and D'Angelo can't be in the same place at the same time because they share this. Oh God. Yeah, they share this. Because now the DA's office should be getting ready to try to get him back in jail for the rape charges.
Right.
You know, awaiting or bail or no bail. And at this point, it'd be no bail. You know, and put him right in.
Right.
You know, I'm not bringing up the names, but there's someone we know that got no bail. That, in all honesty,
right?
Come on, compared to this,
right?
Dear God. Yeah, they allegedly share the same suit, Tiffany. That's right.
Yeah.
You hope the legal system would have any sense to say enough is enough. It does need to be brought far away from that county. If they what's it say?
Stall.
If they stall this, I will say it's bought and paid for. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I guess the biggest thing that I see though is I don't know how I know I'm speechless, man. I don't know how someone could do that with the district attorney that is prosecuting you.
Right.
It's obviously. I mean, do we have to be stupid or what? Or do we have to? I mean, it's obviously what he was doing there when he's already up on.
Right. Yeah.
Play games with you should play games with everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big game. The judicial system in this country is shit.
It really
truly is garbage. Just like everything else, the political system, the whole goddamn system is garbage.
Well, think about it. Think about the fact that we have statute of limitations on crime, on
these violent crimes.
When we know for a fact that victims a lot of times don't come forward right away.
Yeah.
We know that, especially people who are victimized as children. I don't think anyone would dispute that.
Right.
So why do we have a statute of limitations
right.
on this when this is something that, I mean, we should be actively trying to get these people off the street. Instead, we're trying to limit how give them a time limit to run out the clock and then cry when they get taken to civil court.
Right. Yeah. Where the fuck is Moose Knuckle? I mean, Jeff.
Oh,
let's ask if he guaranteed this. Well, Bill says he's tainted the trial. This is why I need to find Nancy Grace or one of them, because if that's allowed, if he's allowed to taint anything with this, once again, our judicial system is, and I believe what Bill's saying, is the worst in the world.
Mm-hmm.
There is no other system that treats victims like this.
No
other, because if you went to the Middle East, they treat victims better because they'll just grab you and shoot and cut your arms off.
That's what could happen.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This is terrible. If this gets him out of any sort of trouble or anything else, Angelo is a team. I mean, we've got to figure that. So what would this mean? So would this mean they would need a new district attorney? So would that mean we could just get another different one from that office?
I don't know. But then when you get a new district attorney, like how much time do
they shouldn't need any. They're in the office. Hand the files over. Let's stop playing games.
I know
here.
that, but that's what's going to be done.
Well,
that's how they do things.
They're all held accountable for all these people he's hurt now.
Yeah.
That's all. Mm-hmm. And then they don't care. Yeah. They sleep well.
They do. All of them.
They sleep well.
A whole lousy bunch of them.
I guess we should probably go. It's 10 after 11.
Yeah.
And I think I got to do deliveries tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because of them, you cannot trust any of you can't trust none of the elected people.
No.
As long as those parties, those corrupt pieces of garbage are in charge of electing judges. And it's so funny. Oh, these judicial races and the other guy, the sheriff's jumping in the sheriff's jumping in the frickin' river or the lake. These people are all politicians, sick, disgusting politicians. And your Democrat and Republican Party are choosing this. So what's end up happening is what's happening here.
Right.
D'Angelo, it's all favoritism, just like it would be if you wanted your kid to have a summer job in the park.
Right.
It's got to be how, who. And it's the same thing all the way up to the judicial system. This is bullshit.
How about the fact that one of the parties is going to endorse someone for city council that got in trouble?
Yeah, right. They already did endorse him.
Yeah.
They endorsed Gowell, a guy who, while sitting as a city councilman, was arrested for tax evasion and fraud and helping someone fraud everything. That Republicans and they already did endorse him. What am I saying? It was in the paper. And the Democrats are no better. I know that, but it's disgusting. That's why some people think I only go after Democrats. Absolutely not. All of them. This county's run by Republicans. They're a mess. This whole thing is a mess. This judicial system is crap. I've never seen anything like this in my mind. You know what it is? Through the years, you just move along. So you don't get involved in the judicial system a lot of times. You go about your business. You just don't get along. You don't. Why would you? Why would I care about the judicial system when I'm not in it?
Right.
And luckily, I've never been a victim of anything. Right. But once that happens, don't tell me it's not a mess. Right. Don't tell me it's not crap. And it's certainly not set up for a victim. No. Not at all.
No.
I'm watching these victims be victimized repeatedly, over and over victimized. I don't care if it's civil court. I don't care what court it is.
No.
And the biggest problem you have in this country is in civil court, you can, you have to prove your innocence.
Right.
In criminal court, you got to prove your guilt. And that's a big problem here.
Yeah.
It's a big, big problem.
Yeah.
All right, we got to go. This is such a mess. It needs to be moved to the 8th Judicial District. Niagara County needs to take a page out of the Murdaugh trial. Take away, if not suspend, Mr. Motion's law license. The defense will argue conflict of interest because, what's that say?
Motive.
Shows they now have a motivation. It's sad. I bet you any money he did it to try to taint it. Yeah, no doubt that's why he did it. There's no doubt that is why he did it. Have a great night. Safe deliveries tomorrow. Long ago, this probably, yeah, right. Wouldn't happen. All right, we got to go. We should go. It's late.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Yes.
And thank you, everyone, for keeping up on all this stuff. And let's all keep together. Anything new comes up tomorrow, we'll hop on again.
Yeah.
If anything crazy happens, anyone finds out when the arraignment will be, put a message in the board or send us a message so we can get it out there and see if we can make it. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Hey, if you want to give us stars, feel free.
Yeah.
I forgot about the stars.
Thanks, Gary, for the stars you sent. And if anybody else sent them, I'm terrible at looking and talking at the same time. And
yeah, you know what? It's 11:15. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. See, I'm all.
Yeah, well, because now you're sick and
I'm not sick. I'm fine.
You're sickly and
I'm fine. All right, everybody. We will be. Where's your music? There it is. All right. Take care, everyone. Remember, let us know if you find out anything out there, and we'll do the same.